physical when no, the camera's not on me. I can just kind of whatever. But to be there for your scene partner, I think is so important, and it's going to bring the best out of them. So why wouldn't you do that? So I think like that's, moving forward, I'm always going to just go for it when they say action, no matter what.
Yeah. Hi, Jon.
What's happening? How you doing?
I'm doing fine, and you?
Very good.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure to talk to you. And when I was doing the research, we talked previously, like years ago, for Imprisoned, the movie that you were in. Yes.
Yeah.
And I just realized that we share the same birthday, October 23rd. Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I rarely meet anybody that has that birthday.
Yeah, that's me.
Happy belated birthday.
For you too. Yes. So let's talk about This Is Us. I love this series so much, and it's been like 6 years. And did you, like, when you first read the first script, have you thought about that this show is going to be this hit, and how much your character Miguel was going to became very important?
Because I was on Castle when they shot the pilot, and so when our show Castle was canceled, and people were talking about what my next thing's going to be, I was starting to look at things, and they sent me the pilot of This Is Us, and I watched that show, that pilot, and at the end of that first episode, when the twist is revealed, I was like, yo, if they can do this every episode, something that they can do this type of storytelling, then yes, this is going to resonate with people and it's going to be a hit, and I would love to be a part of the show. And so that's how it worked out. I mean, I would have beat anybody up to be on this show.
Yeah. And Miguel, he's very, and then each season he became more important on the story. How much did you appreciate that from the writers, and how much did you prepare for that?
Well, I was just talking to somebody about how what I'm going to take away from the show, the reason I like this, I love the experience I've had, is that they've allowed me to be very collaborative with who Miguel is. Originally, when I took the job, the character was named Mike. We shot 3 episodes as Mike, and then the name was changed to Miguel. They allowed me to honor one of my best friends that I served with in the Air Force. Rivas was his last name. So they allowed me to give Miguel his last name, Rivas. They allowed me to bring in my cultural background, being Puerto Rican, to Miguel, and let that kind of inspire his story, and allowed me to have Miguel become a very successful and wealthy character, which we don't see as much as Latinx people, and I wanted to make sure that we had that. So that's what I'm going to take away. That's been my experience, to be able to create and tell the story of a very positive representation of who we are as a culture, as a people, as Latinos. So I'm really proud of that, and I'm just glad that they allowed me to bring that quality of representation to the character.
Yeah, a collaboration like this is very important, and that's why I think I love this series, because they allowed us to see ourselves there, and especially the Latinos that sometimes are not well represented, and I love that part too. And for you, do you have a favorite part or a favorite scene, a favorite episode that you like the most from Miguel or from other characters?
My favorite episode for Miguel is coming up. It's going to be episode 15 of this season, where we dive really deep into who Miguel was. We go all the way back to Puerto Rico, and that's going to be my favorite for Miguel. My favorite episode, I think, though, was it was this season, and it was with Jack, and it's basically after his mother has died. It's the funeral episode. Emotionally, that episode hit me in every single way. That and it had I had a personal connection to that episode because of the mother-son kind of relationship. And I surprised and blown away because I wasn't in that episode. I didn't read it, script. And because I'm a fan of the show and I like to watch the show. My wife is a huge fan of the show too. So we like to watch the show and be surprised and, taken on an emotional journey. So I didn't know what to expect. And at the end, I was inconsolable. I was crying so hard, and it was because of Milo's performance, everyone's performance in the episode. His mom's boyfriend, just everything, he crushed me, like with what he brought to that role. And it was just it was an episode that it's at the forefront of my memory when I think about this show. It's the one episode that is always right there on the tip of my tongue when someone asks me what episode I might have connected to the most.
Yeah, that was a beautiful episode. I also lost my mom, and when that came, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry that a lot. And then it was very special, like that connection, and Milo's performance was amazing.
Yeah.
So we play Miguel like for 6 years already, and it's gonna get to an end. But what did you learn about yourself, about Jon playing him?
I learned that I need to bring 100 to 110% to every performance I do, whether the camera is on me or not. That's the one thing about working with the actors on the show. Their caliber of talent is unmatched. They bring it every single performance. As soon as the cameras are rolling, whether it's on them or not, they're still 100% in the scene as a gift to their scene partner. And so to do that, to be that kind of scene partner is important. And so any job that I have, that I do, and that I will do as an actor, I will deliver in every moment for my scene partner. I think that's something I learned, and really it was reinforced. I think I learned that a long time ago, but you work so much and you get you can get a little lazy, a little lackadaisical when no, the camera's not on me, I can just kind of whatever. But to be there for your scene partner, I think is so important, and it's going to bring the best out of them. So why wouldn't you do that? So I think like that's moving forward, I'm always going to just go for it when they say action, no matter what.
Yeah, that's amazing. And also, just for us to wrap it up, what do we have next for you?
After This Is Us?
Yes.
I have a company called West Side Stories, and we have several series and a couple of films in development, and I'll be going to market with a couple of shows, and one of them is very personal to me, and it's kind of inspired by my past. And that's what I'm hoping to do. And I'm also directing. I'm going to be directing on a new Amazon show, I think, in the summertime. So that's, I'm also going to pick the right things. If it's not something I develop, if it's someone wanting me to be on a show, I'm going to pick the right thing that, again, is about the quality of representation of the Latinos in media, not the quantity. I don't want to see just our faces all over the place. I want to see our characters so well developed that we are, at the top of the list when it comes to performances that people appreciate.
Amazing. Jon, this is the time that I have with you. I just want to thank you so much for your time. A lot of success, and always bring that performance. It's amazing. Everything that you do, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.